all those kinds of stuff. We also want to create a solution. We also get to create a solution to your problem. So first, we need to understand the background of this community. These are pastoralists, people who keep animals at large, and I don't think they can be able to live their culture because of technology. So us, we are incorporating our technology to their culture. So how are we doing that? We want to make sure that we are adapting to climate change using our problem is creating a market to solve coping with climate change. You see, these guys, they have a lot of animals that they keep. And of these animals, they usually die because of one, drought, lack of water, maybe food, and all those kind of stuff. So we narrowed down to make sure that even if there's drought, these guys are able to, not to lose their animals, but to have something at least to keep. How do they reduce their large quantity of animals to a sizable quantity? Then when the season is good, they can still go back to their culture of keeping a lot of animals. So here we have an app called Ramat. Oh, before we go to an app, Ramat means management, and the Mat domination. So, okay, Ramat. So, we have a lot of problems affecting these guys. We listed a few of them, but now we came and concentrated on large quantity of animals. How do they get affected? Because there's theft, there's diseases killing all these animals, and there's a lot of things happening. They don't know the medicine that can be used to control these life diseases. So we had to create a system that will allow these guys not to go a loss, but to make sure that they preserve their culture. So after that, we have some solutions, but these one solutions are general, so we won't mention this. We will only focus on a large quantity of animals to make sure that we catch up with weather conditions. So she will take us through the app. I don't want to do that, but when you have questions, I know we shall deal with it.
Okay, hi guys. So, mainly, as he has said, we looked at how like the Laikipia people, or even later other people in the same areas as the ones in Laikipia can cope with climate change. And we had like a very broad reason on how they can cope with climate change. I wish we could like handle each and every one of them, but for now we were able to handle the one for large quantity of herd, because we had a story from our group that so many people in this community die of depression just because of the main problem being drought or climate change. But narrowing down, it's caused also from having a large quantity of animal, in a way that if they lose, maybe if they have 100 herd of animals and like 50 of them die, then they might even die of depression, because that has brought them like a very big loss. So we were trying to solve that. So we came up with an app, and our approach was, so the main thing that we're solving is creating a market for these normal people, because we had also that from Baba that they usually have like self-help groups, and then they have some money that they contribute in a week, so that's 100 shillings, and then they give one person in a week sugar, flour, and 50 shillings, and then the rest of the money goes to the bank. And then the funny thing is, after taking the money to the bank, when they bring out the money, they again buy livestock again with that money, so that they can sell again. So it's just keep doing that. And mainly I think that is because they only think that that's the only thing they can do with maybe their money or stuff. So we want to create the market for them, so that they can also go even outside there and get exposed to other people. In that way, they can see and explore other like solutions or other things that they can do apart from just keeping animals. So we were thinking of creating a market for them in 2 ways. So one is just selling, the normal selling, that like I sell and then I get money. And the other one was trading. So trading in a way that you give livestock, they give you back things like the ones they don't have, like vegetables and stuff like that. Some can even trade for like school fees so that their students get education, because we saw like one of the problems was also education. So that we are not tackling today in the app, but we hope that in future it will also be able to do this. So now we will only concentrate on selling and...
Well, that's 1 minute or 2 minutes perhaps, so...
Okay, fine.
How much you want to sell?
Okay, fine. So we concentrated on selling, and then now I'll show you how the selling will go. We'll take the process in the application. So that's our application is called Ramat, meaning management. And so when you log in, it brings you here where you put your name and a password if you're already registered. If you are not registered, you can register here, and then you can put your information there, just your name, your phone number, a password, and then you confirm the password. Then when you log in, it brings you here where you can select a product. So you can select a cow or sheep, a goat, or artifacts. So artifacts have the bells, the jewelry and stuff. Then we also have animal health control, so you can go there to find other people who can help you with your cattle and stuff, your livestock. So when you go there, we have things in different ways. We have different options. There is wholesale and retail. Wholesale, we mean that you sell the whole cow alive, and then retail, you sell pieces or stuff like that. And then when you go to wholesale, there's some information here. I don't know if you can see very well, but in wholesale we have a range, and we are putting this here because we had that some people will just sell their animals because they need money, or they'll just sell because someone has come to them so that they can sell. So sometimes they don't know the exact price they should sell at. So here we have a defined price for each item. So in the range we have different ranges and a specific price. Then you can select the one you want to buy or sell. And then that's wholesale. Then if you go to retail, now it has like half each. It has like, I think the other group color Maasai. I think there are other group colors, but I'm going to hurry up. So no hype. So you can click, you can either buy or sell. So when you sell, the information is already there, so it tells you it's successful, and then you can say you're done, and then you can give feedback on the app and stuff. And then here you can, now that was the one selling. Now if you want to buy, you can just go here to
the menu.
Retail, maybe retail or wholesale, and then when you buy, it takes you to the app selects a seller for you, so that like we have all the sellers getting customers. So it selects a seller for you, then it gives you a few information. Then you can decide to cancel or go on with the order. You can decide to view the profile of the person so that you see everything. Then here you will have all the information about your order. Yeah.
Thank you.
Last question.